a bunch of picks you could go for. And both of these mid laners have champion Oceans, so really comes down to Chovy. And it looks like the Corki is going to be the choice here as the final pick for the side of Gen G. And we'll see if they can control that early game, or will Gen G scale up as we hop into the Rift for game number 1.
They do some early work, but not really where Pace and Lance have excelled. Then there is also Zeus starting with a Cole here. So really looking to just scale into a big mid-game threat as soon as
That will blind pick the Jace and be very happy to go for it as we have aggression. The flash bubble gonna get a flash out of Lehens as Owner was making his presence felt in the bottom lane. Gonna free up Guma and Carrier to go for a back rate on this one. Part of the reason why I was surprised that this is his first time playing it this year, as he has a 16 win streak. Played it 9 times in 2022 spring.
we see Owner try and make a visit as we have a possible topside gank here.
Yeah, we did just see Keen kind of bait that one out. Now we have the Ghost coming out, all out used as well. And Zeus not going to be able to flash away from this one. It's first blood given over to Keen in the top lane. Excellently set up.
Also was able to pick up an early plate and does have a CS lead. As
Zeus did hold on to his flash from the last gank. Might have to use it here. As Smite's going to come down. That is a miss on that one. He does elect to just knock him away, and there's the flash, but he uses it right into the W of the Cassante, and he is just absolutely dead as the return gank comes through from Canyon, and it is absolutely successful.
Herald, because if they just let this game go to mid to late with Gen G in their pure comfort zone, with great engage, and a Felios Corki. Yeah, I that one.
I mean, there have been like back and forths in the bottom lane and stuff, but the early game impact from Kenyon has been huge. Speaking of which, he comes down bot to give Knight's Vow, and also just to make his presence felt. Yeah, Faker backing on a ward, but Chovy actually stopped his back, so Faker's like, maybe we just try to stop this one as the tidal wave comes through. It's a Rel. You're never going to steal that one away. And there you go. It's another Drake over to Gen G. We have Ocean Soul coming through.
And for T1, it would actually be quite good to deal with some of the Corki poke if they can pick up multiple of these Drakes as...
Oh, there's the Gravitum. And the TP behind them. Guma and Carrier in so much trouble as Guma will be left to the fishes. They give this kill to Paze as well. And look at this. Zeus nearly dies. We do have Owner up in the top lane, but I don't think you're ever getting Keen. What? Second gets the max range knockup. And Keen in the 1v2 picks up his 3rd kill.
You're not allowed to win both sides of the map at the same time. And Gen G just completely running away with the early game with a composition that has a scaling advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the old days of just going for like Zeri and an Azir, and you just win the early game anyway. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a certain team that was pretty good at doing that map. And Lehens is in a very awkward spot. He is Lulu, so maybe he just is fine. He will win the trade with Redemption for now, as Wild Growth does have to be used. Faker flashing the wall to get away from Canyon, as it did kind of turn into a bit of a bait. Lehens did have to use Redemption and Wild Growth, but they get the flash out of Faker.
Well done, and so much of this is T1 trying to go for a counterpunch.
Yeah, not sure if this is really going to amount to too much, as immediately TP comes in from Chovy, and that will be stifled.
Oh, he doesn't have TP
take
now.
Lehens' head off, but he's got heal. He's got his Redemption back. Does not have Wild Growth, and will have wanted to use that here on one of his other members of his team. T1 still wrapping around, trying to contest this. Chovy with the package here as well. Faker trying to bait this one out early as some poke does come out. Canyon looking for the engage. They get the cleanse out of Guma as package immediately out of Faker. He's in so much trouble. Look at his health bar on the top side. Down he goes as the turret will help them out. And Faker immediately is taken down. That'll be a 3rd Drake going to Gen G as T1 will give up on it. And they're looking for a bit more. I mean, Guma's taking maximum damage here as a cube comes down. Guma not going to get all outed here by Keen.
No.
And Keen takes 0 damage, right? He's taking negative damage. He has so much armor. This one.
Keen, who I thought was going to be one of the biggest weak points here just because of how good Zeus has been. Just with the help of Canyon, has been able to do so much work.
Tidal wave coming in. Also committing onto Keen. I mean, you just immediately die. That's never going to work as desperation from T1. And Gen G immediately put that one down as 5 members here in the mid lane just continuing to pressure up, but they run out of a wave. Zeus is going to miss the shock blast. They're just going to back away from it for now.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like,
no, he doesn't take damage. Like, why even fire the shock blast at him?
guys? Yeah, this is the
Don't
pressure.
even bother.
They just used Scryers just to make sure that they're not doing the objective. We're literally right at the spawn.
And you see that Gen G is setting up for this one. Keen in the top side. And yes, they can deal damage to the squishies. You see that T1 are trying to do that, but you get close to the sun, you're probably going to get burned, as we did see there. Keen is going to TP pretty early on this one. And it's going to take a decent amount of damage. Got to be careful about just taking free damage after all. As I think that was a shock blast in the Keen. I don't even see his health bar move. Redemption was used early, but now Keen in the front line. Faker trying to get some poke down. Has a ton of damage already in Owner. He's just going to get burst down. Immediately the package comes out as Guma burst to a crisp in the back line, as one missile could do it, but they don't even really care about him. They take away Zeus from the map, and Guma is just trying to survive here for as long as possible. One auto would do it. And I think Chovy, yeah, he's just going to clean that one up. Doing the most damage at only 2,800, and it is a massive wipe in favor of Gen G.
Really, the hardest thing now is...
Oh boy, he's just going for it, man. He's just Valkyrieing forward, looking for kills. He's like, 4 is not enough. And yeah, I mean, T1 desperate to just try to get anything, but they are going to lose this inhibitor as Gen G storm through the front gates. They get the mid-inner as well. And yeah, I mean, at this point, Faker just going to try to TP in, but it is maximum desperation as Keen's going to get that knock up here onto Faker. He's in a bit of trouble as 1v5 is doing more damage. A massive engage comes in immediately from Canyon, and they all get blown to smithereens. As right through the front door, Gen G going to win this game in 27 minutes.
No deaths!
It's over. No deaths, 12 kills, make it 13. This first game is an absolute flattening from Gen G. As Chovy's going to pick up his 7th kill. They want to get him legendary. It's not going to happen. They don't care. GG as Gen G take the first win in excellent fashion.
Any of these champions, your life is just going to be miserable. And I don't even know who to give the most credit for. Pays and Lands, I think, performed well, Canyon and Chovy. Right? But like, I think even in the 2v2, Pays and Lands. And this is really interesting. Chovy, although we do know how good he is on the Ahri, also opting to pick it into, again, the Taliyah I'm okay with. We've talked a lot about the fact that you have so much mobility on Ahri that you can kind of circumvent the way that Taliyah plays the game. But if you add a Poppy to that, I feel like the zone control for T1 is incredible.
Game number 2 starts right now.
Oh, I don't know. Owner will definitely know. They are going to run into one another now.
Yeah. He is Rel, and could potentially try to fight for this one, but he is in the enemy jungle, so pretty dangerous. And Owner's just chasing him down. He's just saying, no, I will win this fight, and he will. In a very long lane, quote-unquote, that is the jungle. But Canyon is just going to get away here to the disengage cone.
Time for Owner, though, who is still level 2.
Yeah, Canyon's going to be like, this is weird. To find you here at level 2 after taking my jungle away.
He doesn't have top prio, though. Maybe have an early skirmish. Chovy's on his way.
Spike comes in, but a double knockup now on both of the T1 members. Double stun as well as the cleanse is utilized by Zeus to get away. But still a win here for the side of Gen G in the 2v2 as Flash, a handshake is going to miss. As Guma just dashes away from that one. Cleanse utilized here from Pays. They're trying to get on top of this Nami, but Pays getting pretty low. Still going in on this one as the bailout is available, and he will get it as first blood goes to Pays, and he's looking for a bit more as the double hit from the Lucian is enough to take it out, and Guma just barely... Oh no, he dashes back in, and Lehens is going to pick up the kill.
In there is also because they're Lehens is tanking the entire wave. But that doesn't really excuse the fact that Lehens, I think even in the worst case scenario, probably would have traded. Even a couple of minion orders, I think, might have done it there.
Owner is waiting for a bit of a gank. All summoners down in the bottom side. This is going to be pretty rough for Pays, but do they have the chasing power? Nice bubble here on a Pays, but again, I mean, you're not really doing much here, level 4 as Poppy, so not going to be able to extend that trade.
And Taliyah as another attempt at a play here. This time, Zeus has Flash ult and his Tristana. and he's not having any of it.
Yeah. He doesn't have cleanse, but he just got it. So after all that, should be able to just cleanse a gold card and then hop away. I don't imagine this should have much success. Chovy's going to get caught in the river, has to dash away from this one. Does go back into Owner, trying to bait this fight out, as Owner will take a massive amount of damage to the True Shot as well. But Zeus is going to win the 1v1 in the top lane, so now T1 looking to continue on this one. Zeus is going to hop away, and now Canyon in a really rough spot. Has to flash, but doesn't have any follow-up in terms of damage. He's going to go down as well. That's a very nice charm here from Chovy, trying to buy himself some time. Seismic Shove is going to be critical here from Faker, as he's just going to get the flash out of Chovy. A big win for T1 in the trade on the top side of the map.
Looks like Gen G still wants to look for a contest. Faker's a little bit low on mana, but outside of that, he's going to get a ton of build-out value here if they want to win.
Oh, Lehens, he is going to dodge that bubble, and now the Engage comes in with the Magnet Storm, but they're so low on the side of Gen G. Owner, though, is being chipped away. The Fate's Call is going to get that kill onto Owner here, as now Faker's getting pretty low himself, but Canyon went so deep for that play, as eventually Faker will be taken out. Chovy still no ultimate ability, so he will go down as well. Zeus makes his way down, and that should be T1's Dragon to take.
Early Dirk, and then you go towards the Norma Callista items.
When you don't want to play Varus, I guess just do this. But Guma gets in with the culling. He is going to kind of miss it as they go into the river. Here comes Chovy. They have a Rel behind them as well. Charm could be huge if he hits it. There it is, onto Owner. He's in a lot of trouble, but the stun for the Rel is going to miss. It will not matter as Pace takes him down in the 4v3 that was set up nicely here from Gen G. Getting in once again with that one, gets the flash out of Guma. And man, Gen G's getting so much value out of this play on the bottom side of the map. Yeah, kind of an interesting one. Zeus did pick up his first item, so maybe just trying to utilize the Tristana value, but the cleanse forced out already. And a knock away from Owner, but the timing is totally off. I mean, look at this. Now, Chovy can re-engage. They get the flash out of Keen, but total control of the river right now does go towards Gen G, and Chovy is not done with this yet. Rock's on cooldown at the moment for Faker, so Chovy just gets to dash around and have some fun. And yeah, that's easily going to go into the hands of Gen G.
With the health bars low, T1 might have preferred to back off and save their TP, because both Chovy and Faker TP'd. Gonna be feeling great for Gen G because they did actually get the Herald.
No.
Nah, surely that was on purpose, right?
Not like this, Canyon.
Canyon!
Yeah, that's...
That was not on purpose, chat. We know.
Well, there's a wall coming out here as Faker trying to make a play. He wants to make a difference in this game. And he's just gonna sling some rocks at Lehens. No! He gets away! On basically no health as yes.
Callista is Varus, but with a utility ult. We're gonna make it work. Ghostblade now done as well, and outside of Poppy, there isn't a lot of tankiness as Canyon might look for a steal.
Now let's see if he can get it. Yes, he can.
Rel!
As how many times do we have to see this? Keria also isolated, free kill for him. Zeus, meanwhile, yes, he will take the turret, but Gen G, they're stacking Drakes. They are winning these fights. Really an 80 carry, but a similar role, I suppose. Handshake, oh boy. Keria just caught out here once again. Guma just gonna put some damage in. Well, Hen's relatively tanky with this itemization, so.
Yeah, because of the combination of, like, he's Mercs, Knight's Vow, Kindle Gem, and Slay. So it actually is L and TF, and Ari's going to be feeling really good as the wall.
Yeah, they're just trying to open up this mid lane and look for a play onto the turret. That's a knockup on a Canyon. The max range, Seismic Shove as the bailout doesn't do anything. It's a kill for Zeus. And just like that, they are going to clear the wave, so no turret does go down just yet.
T1 Baron, it started up. Keen has his ultimate available. The teleport getting invested.
Double 80 carry is going to do a nice amount of damage to this, but it's just so early. I mean, this is very risky from the side of T1. It is very T1-esque, but Gen G not to be failed. And as you mentioned, the Destiny spots them all and makes this very easy. You can't back there. Okay, they're just going to fight it, I guess. Fate's Call utilized. The Tidal Wave does get a lot of value in this jungle. And it is a 4v5 here for Gen G. Flash forward as gets stunned on the rocks at least, but Chovy will avoid his death.
Up to me.
Oh, we got some fights in live. It is Canyon in a lot of trouble once again. Has to flash the wall. Nice little pick from the side of 2-1, but flash forward here, no cleanse onto Guma. He is in so much trouble, and down he goes. Pace gonna get that one. Keen nearly takes, or Zeus rather, nearly takes out Canyon. But Chovy gonna win the 1v1 here against Faker, and Zeus is so far behind enemy lines. T1 so broken up in this fight, and immediately Gen G gonna capitalize on that one. A triple kill for Paze.
4 for 0! Perfectly as well, they will get the empowered backs, make their way back. And it starts in an attempted pick onto Canyon. This time he does get to proc his Aftershock, does stay alive, and then Keen. Again, Guma, he doesn't have plans. Doesn't have it available. It was used in the previous skirmish, so when Keen hits, Lahens knows he can follow up. Chovy doing so much work in the backline, winning that 1v1.
Yeah, the 1v1 was critical. Like, Faker did 0 in that fight.
Gen G are about to just 2-0 T1, and Gen G winning shouldn't be a surprise given how good this team is domestically, but in this fashion, I am a bit baffled, Feldes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a new year, a new roster. They look stronger than ever, and T1 have not matched them at all today. Was thinking that maybe in this early to mid game we had a bit of a challenge. Nice 3-man knockback here as Lahens and Keen are in a bit of trouble. Kenneman's going to help block some of that culling. And they do get pushed away for now, but Gen G's still in the driver's seat.
As the gold will equalize eventually, the shredding of resistances might be on Owner.
He's just going to try to run through this one. He does have to utilize his flash. But, yeah, now a wall comes down here. That's, yeah, Faker's just probably dead here, in a ton of trouble. He will flash and immediately dies. Looking for an opportunistic angle, but it's actually Chovy who has found the angles so much more often in this game. Gen G get the pick.
Chovy's charms, man. Second time he charms Faker off the wall that I have noticed in this game. And Faker was looking to hop, you can, with the Taliyah, hop back towards your turret. You can hop over small walls. But Chovy just perfectly knocks him out of it.
And there's another kill, and live it looks like Owner is just dead. And we're going to skip out of that replay on the wall in a straight line, but the timing of it is just immaculate. And I think, you know, Chronicler, you were just a little bit ahead of your time with your Chovy vote in Game 1. I think you can do it in this game.
Short of a miracle was not going to keep them in this game. QSS bot for Keen.
Yeah, Guma. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Dead.
Yeah, they're making this one hurt as well. I mean, the teleport from behind Chovy's like, okay, Chronicler, I see you. I'll make sure you can vote for me in Game 2. We've had a lot of games go very long in this meta nowadays, and it might be 2 games under 30 minutes.
Isn't like Paze or Lahens though? I feel like they did such a good job. Is this me trying to recuperate from my previous Chovy vote?
Chovy has been the most flashy.
He really has been. A possible angle here for T1 to pick up a bounty.
Yeah.
They traded for Baron.
They will. I mean, they'll get the Cloud Drake, but to be honest, who cares? It's one Cloud Drake. It's a Baron going the way of Gen G. And Guma's done the most damage, but that's because he has the ability called the Culling. And that's about the only reason in this game.
Feldes, I can't lie. I was expecting more. I was really psyching.
Y'all were.
We were psyching ourselves up.
Y'all were expecting
like this
more.
series is gonna, and it is amazing. I'm a Gen G predictor.
Yeah, I'm sure you're feeling great.
But this is, whew.
All right, Chovy, oh, the charm again, and yeah, he'll cleanse it, but he barely gets away with his life for coming in here against a really strong opponent and making them look a bit silly today. And Chovy, it almost looks like he took it personally as the max range. This is what I was talking about with the TF. You just have so much great target acquisition, and you layer 1 gold card with the charm with anything, and somebody's going to die. There it is. The Rel Engage comes in, and Gen G, they want to end this game, and they want to end it now. The 2 Nexus turrets are going to go down as Gen G will absolutely clobber T1 in a 2-0 victory tonight. They're playing with their food, just as we've seen Gen G and T1 do many a time, but tonight it is all Gen G all the way as they take them down in a 2-0. What can you say? The results speak for themselves. It's round 1, 2-0 as well. Gen G are just the much better team right now, which is crazy to say. I mean, they brought that energy, I suppose, into this series, and it helped them out.
Gen G, 2-0 and 7 kills in total in the entire series for T1.